In the quiet corridors of history, some tales echo through time, etching themselves into the collective memory of a nation. The story I bring to you today is not just a chilling mystery, but a haunting enigma that has baffled investigators for almost 3 decades. It's a narrative that transcends the confines of ordinary crime, reaching into the very heart of one family's tragedy. This is not merely a recounting of facts, but an exploration into the depths of the JonBenét Ramsey case, a perplexing puzzle that has gripped the world's attention. As the cold winds of December swept through the picturesque town of Boulder, Colorado in 1996, the Ramsey family found themselves thrust into the midst of a nightmare. A 6-year-old beauty queen named JonBenét, adorned with innocence and crowned with titles, met a fate that would send shockwaves through the annals of true crime history. Join me on this journey, not as a mere observer, but as a seeker of truth, as we delve into the intricate layers of the Ramsey family's life. The pages of this story are filled with beauty pageants, family secrets, and the harrowing events that unfolded in the shadows of a festive season. Brace yourself for a roller coaster of emotions as we unravel the mysteries surrounding JonBenét's tragic demise, a case that has perplexed investigators and armchair detectives alike. This is the case of JonBenét Ramsey. Our story begins in 1996, when the Ramsey family's picturesque Colorado home transforms into a crime scene. JonBenét Ramsey, a young beauty queen with a promising future, is discovered lifeless in the basement. The shockwaves of this event reverberate through time, captivating the nation's attention. Born in Georgia in 1990 and moved with her family to Colorado at a young age, she lived with her father John, her mother Patsy, and her brother Burke, who was 3 years older than her. Her mother, who held the title of Miss Virginia, entered the girl into many beauty pageants, even financing some of them herself. The girl won various titles such as America Royal Miss Colorado State, All-Star Kids Cover Girl, Little Miss Colorado, among many others. On Christmas Day '96, the family visited friends and returned home early as they were to travel from Colorado to Michigan the next day. According to Patsy's testimony, she woke up at 5:50 in the morning on the 26th and found a handwritten note on the staircase.
Mr. Ramsey, listen carefully. We are a group of individuals that represent a small foreign faction. We respect your business, but not the country it serves. At this time, we have your daughter in our possession. She is safe and unharmed, and if you want her to see 1997, you must follow our instructions to the letter. You will withdraw $118,000 from your account. $100,000 will be in $100 bills and the remaining $18,000 in $20 bills. Make sure that you bring an adequate size attaché to the bank. When you get home, you will put the money in a brown paper bag. I will call you between 8 and 10 a.m. tomorrow to instruct you on delivery. The delivery will be exhausting, so I advise you to be rested. If we monitor you getting the money early, we might call you early to arrange an earlier delivery of the money, and hence an earlier pickup of your daughter. Any deviation of my instructions will result in the immediate execution of your daughter. You will also be denied her remains for a proper burial. The 2 gentlemen watching over your daughter do not particularly like you, so I advise you not to provoke them. Speaking to anyone about your situation, such as police or FBI, will result in your daughter being beheaded. If we catch you talking to a stray dog, she dies. If you alert bank authorities, she dies. If the money is in way marked or tampered with, she dies. You can try to deceive us, but be warned, we are familiar with law enforcement countermeasures and tactics. You stand a 99% chance of daughter if you try to outsmart us. Follow our instructions and you stand a 100% of getting her back. You and your family are under constant scrutiny as well as the authorities. Don't try to grow a brain, John. You are not the only fat cat around, so don't think that killing will be difficult. Don't underestimate us, John. Use that good southern common sense of yours. It's up to you now, John. Victory, SBTC.
The police were informed by the FBI that the presence of a note at the crime scene was highly unusual. Suspicions arose as the note lacked fingerprints other than those of the mother, implying her involvement in handling it. Detective Linda Arndt initiated an inquiry into the paper's origin, discovering it originated from a notebook and pen owned by the Ramseys. Examination of the notebook revealed indentations, suggesting multiple attempts by the culprits to compose the note. This deduction pointed to the possibility that the perpetrators either crafted the note themselves or took a considerable risk by spending time writing a 3-page text within the confines of the house, risking detection before completion. The sole individuals inside the residence during the tragic night of the girl's demise were her mother, father, and brother. Despite the ransom note explicitly advising against reaching out to anyone, Patsy defied the directive and contacted the authorities at 5:52. Additionally, she reached out to relatives and friends. In a prompt response, 2 police officers attended to the emergency call, arriving at the Ramsey house within 3 minutes. A cursory search was conducted, revealing no indications of forced entry into the premises.
911 emergency.
Police.
What's going on?
By 515th Street.
What's going on there, ma'am?
We have a kidnapping. Hurry, please.
Explain to me what's going on, okay?
There's a note left and our daughter's gone.
A note was left and your daughter is
Yes.
gone? How old is your daughter?
6 years old. She's blind. 6 years old.
How long ago was this?
I don't know. I just found the note. And my daughter's
Does it say who took her?
What?
Does it say who took her?
I don't know. There's a ransom note here.
It's a ransom note?
It says SBTC. Victory. Please.
Okay, what's your name? Are you
Patsy Ramsey, I'm the mother. Oh my God. Please.
I'm sending an officer over, okay?
Please.
Do you know how long she's been
No,
gone?
I don't. Please, we just got out. Is she right here? Oh my God, please.
Okay,
Please, there's somebody.
I am, honey.
Please.
Take a deep breath for me,
Please,
okay?
hurry.
Patsy? Patsy?
Officer Rick French directed his attention to the basement, encountering a closed door secured with a wooden latch. Pausing momentarily, he chose not to open the door, explaining later that he was searching for a potential kidnapper's exit route and dismissed the closed latch as irrelevant. Upon Detective Linda Arndt's request, the father was instructed to conduct a thorough search of the house for anything unusual. John, accompanied by a family friend, initiated the search. 8 hours elapsed before John revisited the basement door overlooked by Officer French, discovering his daughter's lifeless body within one of the rooms. The young girl had suffered a skull fracture and had been strangled, with a nylon cord tightly bound around her wrists and neck. Her torso was concealed by a white sheet, and duct tape covered her mouth. John, in an attempt to intervene, removed the tape from the body's mouth and endeavored to untie the rope around her arms. Unfortunately, these actions later complicated the forensic examination of the crime scene evidence. After the discovery of the girl's lifeless body in the basement, the crime scene was inadvertently contaminated when her father moved her upstairs, compromising crucial forensic evidence. The official cause of death was determined to be strangulation, employing a medieval torture device known as a garrote. Additionally, the victim had suffered a skull fracture from multiple blows and showed signs of brain trauma. The family cooperated with the police, providing handwriting, blood, and hair samples. However, suspicions surrounded them due to their defensive stance and private hiring of criminal defense lawyers and a public relations specialist. The parents, John and Patsy, faced accusations, with theories suggesting maternal rage or involvement of the younger brother, Burke. Complicating matters, DNA traces were found on the victim's clothes, seemingly unrelated to the family. The grand jury voted to indict the parents in 1998, but the district attorney refused to sign the indictment, citing insufficient evidence. Subsequent investigations under different prosecutors shifted focus, with DNA evidence allegedly excluding the family. The Ramseys were publicly cleared in 2008. Despite this exoneration, skepticism persisted and the case remained unsolved. Various suspects emerged, including neighbors, the family's housekeeper, and individuals who provided false confessions. Intriguingly, DNA evidence found on the victim's clothes did not match these confessions, leading to a complex web of theories and doubts. The tragic saga continued with Patsy's death in 2006, years before the family's official clearance. Disagreements persisted among law enforcement officials, with some questioning the validity of the DNA evidence. The case was briefly reopened in 2009 but didn't result in charges against the family. Numerous theories floated around, suggesting an intruder's involvement. But the lack of conclusive evidence and the passage of time left the case shrouded in mystery. The unresolved nature of JonBenét's death underscores the challenges and complexities surrounding this perplexing and tragic event. A panel of experts, including family, friends, and the 911 operator who took Patsy's call, analyzed the events surrounding JonBenét's tragic death. The interior of the family mansion was meticulously reconstructed for accuracy. Following the mini-series, media reports emerged, fueled by the documentary, suggesting that the girl's brother, Burke, might be responsible for her demise. The theory proposed Burke's involvement, speculating that he could have struck his sister with a heavy object, such as a flashlight, possibly triggered by an incident involving a piece of pineapple from his bowl. The ransom note, according to this theory, was portrayed as an elaborate attempt by the parents to conceal their son's actions. In response, Burke's lawyer took legal action, filing defamation lawsuits against CBS, the program's producers, and various participants. Prior to the documentary's premiere, Dr. Phil, a renowned American television therapist, conducted an interview with Burke. In the interview, Burke vehemently denied the accusations, expressing frustration over the unfounded theories surrounding his sister's death. Despite the serious topics discussed, Burke's seemingly inappropriate smiles generated significant public backlash, leading to Dr. Phil's defense, attributing the behavior to a nervous tic. The truth about the events of that fateful Christmas night, where JonBenét's life was tragically cut short, remains elusive. The girl's remains lie in an Atlanta cemetery alongside her mother, Patsy. Nearly 30 years have passed since the incident, yet her case endures as an unsolved mystery and one of the most closely followed in the history of true crime. In a new update of December 2023, from the Boulder Police Department's cold case review team on the JonBenét Ramsey case, the focus appears to be on a lack of actual testing and a cautious approach. The team's review aims to provide investigative recommendations and assess the potential of new technologies and forensic testing. Notably, no testing has been conducted by the team itself, raising questions about the pace of progress. The statement emphasizes the digitalization of information files, collating thousands of tips, interviews, and samples. But this is portrayed as a routine process rather than a breakthrough. The association of DNA with slow progression and a warning about the limited amount of DNA signal a conservative outlook on advancements in DNA testing. The statement suggests that prior DNA testing may have yielded little, and they are waiting for proven and validated technology before further testing, indicating a lack of optimism for imminent breakthroughs. John Andrew Ramsey, JonBenét's half-brother, expresses hope in the cold case review, but downplays the significance of DNA technology, emphasizing the need for dogged determination from the Boulder PD. Overall, the update seems to convey a sense of caution and a tempered expectation of progress in solving the 27-year-old case, leaving room for skepticism about any imminent breakthroughs. As we conclude this exploration into the perplexing case of JonBenét, the unanswered questions and intricate web of theories continue to captivate and confound. The CBS documentary miniseries, legal battles, and interviews with key figures have added layers to the mystery. But a definitive resolution remains elusive. Whether it's the enigmatic smile during a high-tension interview or the controversial theories surrounding the family, the truth about that tragic Christmas night remains veiled. Almost 3 decades have passed, and the case endures as one of the most riveting and enduring mysteries in the realm of true crime. As we reflect on the intricate details, legal battles, and evolving narratives, we are reminded that some stories defy closure. JonBenét's memory lingers in the Atlanta cemetery beside her mother, Patsy, and the haunting echoes of that fateful night persist. Join us in the ongoing quest for answers and justice, as we navigate the twists and turns of this enduring mystery that continues to capture the imagination of true crime enthusiasts around the world. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and until next time, stay curious and keep seeking the truth.